This has been great. It's been a lot of fun. It's an honor to be invited to something like this, and then to come out and compete and be involved in all these things is it's a big deal for all of us. So it's been a good experience so far.
What's this been like for you this whole off season? Once you decided to come out, you went to the Senior Bowl. Now you're here. What have you found out about yourself as a player?
Yeah, it's just been a totally different experience. It's one thing after the other. You got to get into training. You really got to start focusing on yourself, and you're not really being a part of a team right now. So you just it's just a different feeling. So it's been just a unique experience, just taking it day by day.
I'm sure it's got it. You look back at your last 6 months. Let's not even say a year, 6 months, and what kind of a wave you rode. I mean, in the summer, a lot of people saw you as like Nebraska's savior, and then a couple of bad passes, then it's the other way. What was that like going through that kind of wave of a year?
Yeah, it was kind of it was an up and down year. I learned a lot from it though. I think it was a great experience to get to play for Nebraska and in front of the great fans, and I learned a lot about myself and got to meet a lot of great friends. Had some great teammates, guys that'll be friends forever. So that's definitely something I took out of it.
How did that make you better as an athlete as far as dealing with adversity? Because you guys certainly had your share, throughout the season.
Yeah, I think it's just another thing that gets you ready for the next level. If going to the NFL, there's going to be up and downs, there's going to be adversity, there's going to be tough football being played. So it's all things that I've experienced, and I think it's just going to help me out at the next level.
What was that like going through everything with Coach Riley, and the rumors started really early about him, and you're having to be tunnel laser focused, but yet you can't ignore all of it.
Yeah, I think it's part of being a captain and a leader on the team. You got to be the one steering the ship when things outside of the facility are going on. You can't focus on that. You got to keep the guys focused on playing hard and just taking it day by day and trying to win games. So that's really all we focused on, and everything that we couldn't control, we just left it out of the way.
Did you? If Coach Riley would have been around, would you have stayed another year, or was a reason why you wanted to leave with Scott Frost coming in? I mean, what was kind of your process?
No, I mean, it was definitely a personal decision. Coach Riley would have stayed, it would have been different circumstances. The circumstances being how they were in many different ways. I just had to make a decision that I felt at the time was best for me, and that's what I did.
What about who's left? I mean, which guy do you think that's on the roster now is probably going to assume the mantle that you had last year?
Yeah, they're going to have a very talented room. I don't know the new guys coming in, but I know that Patrick and Tristan will be competing as hard as ever. Win a spot. It's something I know they're both hungry for, and I'm looking forward to watching them compete and see who comes out on top.
What are their assets? What do you think Patrick's assets are?
Yeah, Patrick's he's big, strong passer. He's smart. He's matured. So much. Just since I've been there, watched him become a better leader and develop his work habits and things. And I think Tristan. He's an extremely hard worker from the day he stepped on campus. I think the coaches got to see, just the type of player and leader that he is, and I think both those guys share the same qualities. So it's going to be a good battle.
Now, as far as your meetings with teams, what have they asked you? And how many informal and formal meetings have you had? And what have they asked you? Have they told you, hey, draw your favorite play or anything?
Yes, I've had a handful of many different types of interviews, but a lot of them at the Senior Bowl we're getting to know you a little bit and a little about my past and things like that. And here at the Combine, it's been more of football, talking ball, getting on the board, and just seeing if you can how your brain works and see how much ball you've learned. And I think it's helped me a lot that I've played in two separate systems. I've learned a lot of two different pro-style offenses, so it's something that I'm extremely comfortable doing.
Do you think that affects you as far as in a positive way, that you've had to learn different systems in college?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think just playing for NFL coaches at both different schools that I played at, being able to be confident in two separate pro-style offenses has definitely helped me be able to articulate any kind of football situation here and been able to pick up things quickly and show coaches and things that this is what I do. I'm good. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah. What do you think you've been told about yourself in a positive as far as on the field, your skills?
Yes, I think like we were saying, just my knowledge and experience is definitely a strong suit. My leadership, I was a three-time captain throughout my career, and then just my talent and feel for the position and playing the game is all things that I think are my strong points, and something that coaches have been reciprocating back to me.
And your arm strength too, I'm
Right.
sure, has probably been pointed out to you. You feel like you can hit any pass on the field without any
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Tanner,